Shalom, back with part two, all right, fealty and loyalty. We just finished reading Malachi 3 and 6. For I am the Lord Yahweh, I change not, therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed, not devoured, destroyed. Again, we moved the Lord to wrath, to anger. Let me give you a precept for that, all right? Give me a minute. This is Baruch 4 and 6, okay? Ye were sold to the nations, right? The 12 tribes, okay? Because again, for example, the Atlantic slave trade was started, okay, with the Northern Kingdom, the 10 Indian tribes, okay, who were here on the Americas for 2,200 years before Columbus arrived here in 1492, okay? And then, after, 125 years, 126 years later, they kidnapped our brothers and sisters of the Southern Kingdom, taking them out of West Africa. And again, they weren't just in Africa, after the fall of Jerusalem. They were scattered into all nations, okay? But, again, this was that time where we were put into slavery, okay? Again, starting in 1492 when Columbus came here. And Columbus came here with 5 Hebrew interpreters, people, so he knew who he would find here, okay? And all the little artifacts that have been found were found on the native, indigenous, and aboriginal people's lands here across the Americas, okay? From South America into the Antilles Islands that you know as the Caribbean, as well as in North America, all right? You understand? So there's no getting away from that, all right? So, you were sold unto the nations, not for your destruction. See, it wasn't for your destruction. We just moved into wrath. He was angry because we didn't repent, and we were warned. Moses was warned about that, right? So, but because he moved the Most High power to wrath, ye were delivered unto your enemies. For ye provoked him that made you, right? By what? By sacrificing unto devils. You're worshiping false idols of worship. That's what you're doing here in America when you're worshiping idols made of wood and stone. Okay? As it tells you, what is that? Deuteronomy? Give me a minute. All right, this is Deuteronomy 28:64. What does it say here? And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, right? Among all Gentile heathen nations, from one end of the earth even unto the other. Hello. And there thou shalt serve other gods. Hello. Yeah. These false idols of worship, made of what? Which neither thou or the fathers have known, even of wood and stone. Hello. You understand, people? You got it? All right? All right, give me a minute. All right, this is Psalm 78, verses 7 and 8. All right? That they might set their hope, okay? Talking about you Israelites, you Negro Latinos, and Americans that make up 12 tribes. All right? In the God power, and not forget the works of the God power, but keep his commandments. Which again, the remnant is going to do, okay? Because it is a remnant that returns back unto the Lord, okay? And they're going to show faithfulness, all right? Fealty and loyalty, all right? And particularly, through the ultimate test, the MOTB, okay? That mark of the beast, that karatma, that C-hip, when they make that mandatory, okay? They're not going to bow down to these Edomite devils, the Edomite beast system, okay? Understanding that there's no such thing as death, okay? You know death as it's been taught to you here in Esau's kingdom. But the reality is that the Israelites, okay, walk into immortality, okay? You may have to go to the spirit realm till your spirit is regenerated if you're not of the elect. But if you are of the elect, you initially, whether you're taken down, okay, by this Edomite beast system, if you're of the elect, Yahweh Shai is going to raise you up on that day that he returns. Okay? And we're all going to meet in the air, and we shall be changed within the twinkling of an eye, and you're going to receive your new bodies. Okay? The immortal bodies, those terrestrial bodies. You understand? Okay, so we understand there's no such thing as death. You understand that? Regeneration, reincarnation is biblical. Okay, it's here in the scriptures. We've done many lessons on that. All right? So, and I might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with the Most High power. See that? Okay? Give me a minute. All right, you know what? We'll end this here. We'll be right back. Parts 3 and 4. Shalom.